Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make Japanese souffle pancakes. Oh yeah, I had a request to make these pancakes, so here we go. That's what we're going to do. Really easy to do, simple ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find the list of the ingredients and their amounts. Now I have a medium bowl here, and I'm going to add in 2 egg yolks. So I previously separated the yolks from the egg white. It's okay if there's a little bit of egg white in there, but we want mostly the yolk there. And now I have 4 teaspoons, which is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of whole milk. And I'm going to put that in there. And if you don't have whole milk, you can use whatever milk that you want. And then I'm going to take a whisk, and we're going to whisk this up. Like so. And then I have a half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract that I'm going to put in there as well for flavoring. And then we will keep whisking and whisking. I also have 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Don't want to forget the vegetable oil. Okay, until it's nice and foamy, frothy, and that's good. And now we want to take our flour, and you can sift it ahead of time or just sift it right into the bowl. And this is 1/4 cup of just all-purpose flour. Some people will actually use cake flour as well. And just sift it all into the bowl. And then take your whisk, and we will whisk this together. Okay, we can just leave this be for a minute, and I'm going to just set this aside and then come over here to the larger bowl, and I'm going to add in 3 egg whites. So I separated 3 eggs and I saved 2 of the yolks for these souffle pancakes and 3 of the egg whites. And then you can use the other yolk for something else if you want. Maybe make like an omelet or scrambled eggs to serve with the pancakes. And just throw that extra yolk in there. So I have that in there. And then I'm going to add in, it's about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And this is going to stabilize the egg whites. You could also use white vinegar or lemon juice if you don't have cream of tartar. I'm going to start by getting these egg whites frothy. Just use medium speed. You don't want to go higher than medium. All right, and once the egg whites are nice and foamy like this, or frothy, then I'm going to start adding in the sugar a little bit at a time. You can go up to 4 tablespoons, which is 1/4 of a cup. I am using 3.5 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. So I'm going to start slowly adding this in. We'll test out these egg whites. Still need to go more. So there we go, how it's pretty much stiff right there. That's pretty close to what we want. Another test that you can do is you can turn the bowl upside down, and as long as it doesn't fall out, then that's a good indication as well. Okay. There we go. And now I'm going to go back to this other bowl, and then we're going to take about a third of the egg whites and just stir these in. We're not going to fold at this point. We're just going to stir them in to the other mixture. We're not going to worry about losing that air. We're just kind of getting that egg yolk mixture used to the egg whites. Like so. And now we are done with the whisk. And now is when we fold in the rest of these egg whites. Okay? And we can capture all that air, and that is what's going to make these souffle pancakes really fat and nice and fluffy. So then we're just going to go in and over, in and over, like that. And we're just going to do that until all the white is incorporated. So go down underneath and fold. Okay, don't want to do it too much. And now we need to go and cook these up. I have my 12-inch skillet here on the burner, and I have the heat set to in between medium low and low. On my oven it's right around number 2, and I lightly oiled the top of this, and it's been heating up for about 10 minutes. We have to cook these Japanese souffle pancakes low and slow. And I'm going to take an ice cream scoop and put them on like that. And I'll do like half of a scoop and put it on top. Okay, and I have enough to do another one, but this pan gets crowded with 3 of them. I have about a tablespoon of water, and I'm going to pour it here on the side right here, and pour it over here. And it's just going to add some extra steam, and then I'm going to put this lid on. It's really just my pizza pan. It covers the skillet nicely, and I'm going to cook this really long, about 6 to 7 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I'm going to take the top off and then put another scoop of batter on top. And this will help to make it a little bit taller. And if we need some more water, I'll put in a little bit more water. All right, we'll take a peek. Look how big and fluffy those look. And I'm going to check it with my offset spatula, cake spatula. And they should not be sticky at all to the bottom when they're ready. If you try to do it too quick, it's going to crack on the top. So I'm going to give it just like another 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna give this a check. That looks good. Still a little sticky on that side though. So I'm going to turn this a bit. Check this one. Yep, still sticking a little bit. So I'm gonna let this run covered for another minute. All right, I'm gonna check it again. You wanna be careful and not flip it too soon, because if you flip it too soon, then it's gonna kind of splat and lose its shape a little bit, and it just won't look as nice. It'll still taste the same and taste good, just not as nice. Okay, that's a little bit better. And it should be fairly firm on the edges from that steam. I'm gonna go for this little wider spatula. And go like that. Look at that. Awesome. There we go. And that one's kind of stuck on the side a little bit, but I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to damage it. And so I'm going to add a little bit more water. Put the top on. And we'll go for, this side only needs about 4 minutes. All right, time to take a look. All right. Let those go for about 30 more seconds. It was a little bit sticky. One thing to note, you're not gonna have exact times. Different ovens will have a little bit different heat, and the batter will be a little bit different each time, so you just gotta watch it. And if you try to pull it up and it's a little sticky, leave it alone for another 30 seconds. Because it should come right up really easy. This one is a little scatterwampus, but still looks awesome. All right, the Japanese souffle pancakes are done and turned out fantastic. Really nice and thick. This one is probably almost 2 inches thick. And just some things to note. Make sure to cook it low and slow and pile up that batter to make it taller, and don't flip it too soon, otherwise it'll kind of go kersplat on you. But it'll still taste fine if it messes up a little bit. There we go. Pretty easy to do, simple ingredients. Now what I can do is I can take some raspberries and just garnish this plate a little bit with some raspberries. Or you can do like a fruit sauce or something like that. A lot of different things that you can do with this to serve it. Then come up here with some powdered sugar and make it rain. Oh yeah, raining powdered sugar. Awesome. And now I'm gonna tear into one and just show you what the inside looks like. Look at that. Look at that texture. It's like a sponge chiffon cake style texture. Super soft. Amazing. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna kind of tear off a little piece. It's so good. It's like eating a pillowy cloud that's not overly sweet. Just an amazing texture, an amazing souffle pancake. Yummy.